Nobody would justify killing a 2-year-old for that reason, but they will kill a human fetus for that reason.
All right, let's go to number 5. The idea that abortion is morally complicated. If somebody comes around saying, hey, I think we should not have abortions, and they say, well, it's complicated. There's a lot of moral, ups and downs that we have to consider. How might you respond to that pushback?
Well, I think people confuse psychological complexity with moral complexity. For example, Alisa, if you and I were in church one Sunday and we learned of a 14-year-old girl in the youth group who was pregnant, her boyfriend is going to dump her, her parents, who are deacons in the church, don't know what to do. She doesn't appear to have a lot of support, and we fully understand that this is going to have a major impact on her life. Do we feel sympathy for her? Well, yes, we do. Do we feel compassion? Well, of course we do. But it doesn't follow that because we feel sympathy, that no moral truths apply here. And the question is simply this: can we kill the unborn? And here's my answer: yes. If. If what? If the unborn are not human. I'm vigorously pro-choice on women choosing their own husbands, choosing their own worldviews, choosing their own religion, choosing their own healthcare provider, choosing the cars they want to drive unless they're Priuses. I'm pro-choice on a lot of issues. But intentionally killing an innocent human being is not something a civil society allows. We shouldn't allow that particular choice. But before we can answer the question, can we kill the unborn, we've got to answer the question, what is the unborn? Nobody argues about choice and who decides if we were talking about killing 2-year-olds. They only argue that way about the unborn because they assume, here's that question begging problem again, they assume the unborn aren't human. Nobody argues for privacy or forcing one's religion if we're talking about a law that says you can't kill 5-year-olds. But they do argue that way about a law that says you can't kill a human fetus. Why? Because they're assuming the unborn are not human. So the issue is only complex psychologically. It's not complex morally if we simply ask ourselves, would this be a good reason for killing a 2-year-old? Would anybody kill a 2-year-old because of economic hardship, because they can't go to college, because they can't have their life planned out the way they want it to plan out? Nobody would justify killing a 2-year-old for that reason, but they will kill a human fetus for that reason. Why? Because their complication of the issue is really not a true complication. It's a psychological complication, and they're confusing that with moral complexity.